elite defense, and Miami certainly has that.
Miami won the toss and decided to defer. So Reed takes a knee, and Virginia will have it at the 25-yard line. Bryce Perkins, the quarterback, a junior, and his bloodlines are tremendous. His Uncle Don, former Cowboys running back, Father Bruce, Arizona State, toted the rock back in the late 80s, and Paul Perkins, a Giants running back for the last couple of years, former UCLA tailback. He's out with a torn pec right now for New York, but Bryce Perkins has been the added mixture guy for UVA. He has been electric. On the roll, Perkins throws across his body, and there is the takeaway. Trajan Bandy with the interception for Miami.
And Perkins tried to throw it back across his body and just airmailed this, and this is exactly what you cannot do. A very difficult throw, high risk there. Just run the ball out of bounds or throw the ball away and live to play another down.
It's opening drive of the game. N'Kosi Perry to run up the middle, and he's turned around. He's very close. Looks like he might be just short. Gotta check the spot here. N'Kosi Perry spun around, and does Virginia have a turnover on downs? It is first down, Virginia.
Don't need any assistance.
Yeah, third and forever for Virginia here. Perkins gets outside and creates some yardage. He slid, but a little bit late, and you wouldn't imagine they throw the flag here at the 40. Miami came after him and dropped him. No flag comes in, and Miami will have it. Mahoney. Third and long. Perry nearly crossed the line. Now he does, has to run, and he's yanked out of bounds by Zane Zandier. It's fourth down. Virginia's defense playing well. School here at UVA, and technologically savvy as Tavares Kelly, the freshman, approaches to make the catch on the return. And this Virginia team gave Miami quite the scare. He's tried to catch as well earlier this season. Here, he throws it out wide to Joe Reed. In space, Reed across the 45. First down, Virginia. Tree as Sharp checks in as the tailback, and Perkins off a spin goes down. He's sacked as we check in with Olivia.
Football, and I think that's what Perkins is dealing with currently.
Perkins intercepted. He wanted Reed, and he's picked off for the second time in the game. Sheldrick Redwine.
Oh, trust me, the chain's out there somewhere, and Redwine is just going to benefit from Bryce Perkins just not seeing things clearly currently. There was a crossing route deep down the middle by Joe Reed, but that ball came out late. When you're late over the middle, you're asking for trouble, and when Miami's defense is out there, you can times that trouble by something in the neighborhood of 10.
Pressure coming from the corner. Homer picks it up, may have held. This ball down the middle is intercepted. Joey Blunt, the safety, just short of midfield.
Perry had been pretty buttoned up, but this is throwing the ball deep middle with the safety single high, and in this case it's Joey Blunt. Joey Blunt had nothing to do but to retreat in center field and catch the football. There was pressure off the right side. You have a go route going up the inside of the hash with the middle safety. It
fields quite a bit in the second half last week. Now Perkins on the roll, has the completion across the 45. Hassis Dubois. Perkins sees trouble coming, and down he goes. Miami's Shaq Quarterman got in there. Third down, pressure up the middle. Perkins dodged it for a moment. And now what do? Your kicker could be any of three guys.
Bronco Mendenhall hoping the temperature's just right.
It is. Full-time quarterback, as you'll see. N'Kosi Perry, first road start. He's got a completion, and that goes for a first down to Lawrence Cager. One from the corner. It does come. Dallas picks it up. Intercepted. Juan Thornhill. And Thornhill keeps on going. Inside the 10.
Pressure showing off the top of the screen, the right of the quarterback, and I think Perry saw it. That's where his head was looking. Instinctively, you kind of speed things up. I think Perry was trying to move a defender out in the flat that didn't move, and Juan Thornhill was having none of it, and it hits him right in the chest, and then Thornhill turns into a really good athlete and makes the most out of it. Yeah, look at that official. You talk about being in harm's way. Oh, my Lord, and that head went really hard down to the ground.
Straight up the middle. Ellis, touchdown! Malik Rozier in at quarterback for this drive. Snowden's coming. Rozier incomplete. Bryce Hall had the coverage, fourth down. Tavares Kelly decided not to fair catch. Kelly mazes his way ahead to the 39. Who's come from community college to start here at Virginia, goes upstairs. Bandy against Dubois, who comes away. Trajan Bandy picks it off. He didn't get the fumble recovery on the non-review. He has the pick of Perkins.
Dubois was the intended receiver out of the RPO, the run-pass option. Zone inside and then throw it outside, and it was slightly underthrown to a really big receiver in Dubois. 6'3", you got to put that ball down the field another 2 yards, and this isn't a question, but how about the play by Bandy to high point that and fight for it?
Second down, Rozier at quarterback. He loads up a ball down the sideline and has a completion inside the 25. Lawrence Cager, the big target, with a big hit for Miami.
And off the play action pass, and Jeff Thomas was out there along with Cager, and Thomas went to the post and took coverage with him, and the flat defender got a little bit too flat, and Cager had some room on that corner route outside.
Cager back in on third down. Rozier, pressure, Snowden got there, and finally goes down. They'll give him the 29. Mandy Alonso, the sophomore out of Miami.
Question is whether the quarterback and the pass protection can diagnose it. This time it's to the left of Rozier, overloaded. At the very least, you get one-on-ones up front.
Who's 4 for 6 in his freshman season. Tries to get Miami on the board, and Baxa does. Perkins, a statue back there. Pressure comes now and heats him up. Perkins to the sideline and incomplete. They'd say, why don't you have coaches who are tougher? So maybe he wants to liven himself up down there on the field. As Thomas puts it on the ground. And they'll be at the 15. The Hurricanes. Rozier gives it to Homer. Travis Homer down the sideline. Homer dumped out of bounds. Finally inside the 20. It took Bryce Hall all the way downfield.
And it's really the first time that Miami has opened things up. This is just a simple outside zone play, and Homer gashes Virginia, but the hustle play by Bryce Hall at least prevented the Homer touchdown.
Third down, Miami. Rozier to throw. Rozier to the end zone. This is out of bounds, incomplete.
Wilson has been banged up, and Hartley, the receiver, has taken over the Braxton Berrios role. That's
Bubba backs of the freshman, sinks another. 10-6. So it's been.
She is calling plays offensively.
Perkins finds his way out of bounds.
Poured into his defensive coaches enough to step away once again.
Reed cannot shake Redwine. Downstairs, Olivia. He's coached or been an assistant, had an assistantship with each one of those guys, as Jordan Ellis is across the 45 to the 49, a first down.
It has to complement the other.
Perkins. That defensive line is so tough. Garvin got the first paw on him. Quarterman was in there to help with the stop. Virginia may come into view. It's a run for Ellis, and he's inside the 35. So now
You're doing this.
Griffin will hold. Delaney the boot. Delaney got it! Travis Homer, who's been the saving grace for this run game since taking over for Mark Walton last year. 4th and inches. Gray goes high and gets knocked back. The question is, where is his progress? First blush, it looks like not far enough. Gray runs into his own guy, Kel.
Yeah, Miami actually went to an unbalanced line, and DJ Skaith gets blown up, and that's who Gray runs into. Anytime you...
Against Connecticut early last season. Perkins steps up right into the rush, and down he goes. Redwine came in first and forced the movement in the pocket for the Miami sack.
It was pressure off the right side of the quarterback, and this ball was supposed to go out in the flat to Chris Sharp early.
Last week for Miami, 6 sacks. And Coleman just barely gets it away to Thomas. With a fair catch.
The pass.
Rozier down the center of the field for a first down. Now look.
Right now, Skaith is making a few mental mistakes.
Smells like a bonfire here on 3rd down. Rozier launches down the sideline. Hall got position on Pope. What coverage by Bryce Hall.
Yeah, you can't cover the fade route any better than Bryce Hall does right here. Does everything exactly right on Mark Pope. And at the end, you turn and locate the football. And then if you're in phase, meaning you're in the front pocket and not the back tail lights, you turn and become the receiver and try to make a play.
You show that to defensive backs when they say they can't play their position because of interference.
That's a classic right there.
Decision to pick that up by Davis was interesting.
Scrimmage to the right.
This is a run for Perkins. He finds his way around that edge, and he creates some room for his offense. See, with a loss here at Virginia tonight. Cavaliers on a 4-minute plus drive, and oh my goodness, what a reaching grab by Dubois at the 25.
Oh, and this ball was led away from coverage underneath, but right into the safety that was barreling down.
2nd down for Perkins. Pressure coming, and down he goes. Shaq Quarterman back at the 15-yard line.
He wasn't bluffing. In the end, Quarterman comes unblocked, and there just weren't enough bodies up front.
Does it with a loss of 7 there. Perkins keeps his feet. Perkins again keeps his feet. End zone incomplete. 32 for Delaney. It's good. Just got by Syracuse to stay unbeaten. Homer off the check down. Little dodge inside. Travis Homer keeps his feet to midfield. Nifty run for Homer. Rozier. The screen for Homer. Travis Homer again using the edge of the field. After a gain of 24 last time, he finds his way down to the 30. First down, Miami. Delayed handoff for Homer trying to weave his way, and there's nothing there. Snowden was first. Zandier was there along with him. It's 2nd down, under 10 to go. Thomas on the far side only has 1 catch in this game. Rozier. Intercepted! A second one for Juan Thornhill. And the former basketball star barrel rolls across the 40-yard line. He hands it off. Jordan Ellis scrambling near midfield. And it's 4th down. You wouldn't. They'll sap the clock down and get it away. Thomas waves it off. The ball seeks him out. And Virginia touches up inside the 10-yard line. In electric Scott Stadium, the worst starting field position tonight for Miami. And they get it away with a completion up the sideline to Trayon Gray. They came with a couple linebackers, and Rozier got it away for Brevin Jordan, the tight end, who's typically the X factor in a few series. Rozier pressured and sacked. Chris Peace got there.
Virginia hasn't been real stout up front, but this is a great example of
3rd and long. Rozier, the senior, trying to keep it alive. Down the middle, what a ball. Rozier, walls caving in. Rozier breaks a tackle. He's inside the 35, and the veteran has another Miami 1st down, gain of 17. Spot. Pocket holds up. Rozier to the outside, has the tight end. Jordan cutting inside. 1st down and more with a cartwheel to boot. Rozier felt the pressure, finds his way outside and scores. Touchdown, Malik Rozier. Off the personal foul penalty, roughing the kicker. They are going to onside it as a surprise, and it's going the other way. Miami with the trickery. Evan Butts, the tight end, plucked it out of the air. What a gutsy call, and it went the wrong direction for the Canes.
And I think the wrong call. You have 3 timeouts left if you're Miami. You have an elite defense that hasn't been that elite today, but that ball also wasn't going to go 10 yards.
Delaney, the newly minted kicker for UVA, has made himself a star. A flag is out as well.
Roughing the kicker, number 2. Defense. The point is good. The penalty be assessed on the kickoff.
And end the game.
Virginia will take the roughing the kicker penalty. The penalty will be half an distance to the goal. It's an automatic 1st down.
Yeah, the officials went to it first. And this is going to be the end of the night for the Hurricanes. Who needs a field goal when you can take one knee?
Mendenhall's been waiting for a long time to see this in a game like this.
One knee, and Bryce Perkins, who last year was playing in front of 500 in Yuma, has thousands more friends, and they're going to join him on the field in Charlottesville. First win against Miami in 4 years. It looks like 95 here in Charlottesville. They do it against Miami this time. 16-13 your final score for Olivia and Kelly and our